I was reading an article the other day about Norway, Sweden, and a woman there who was discussing internet privileges and students learning how to use the internet. I think most people agree nowadays that it's a really imperative skill to know how to use the internet as a tool. And if you deny use to the internet, how does that affect the student? Is that almost considered abuse in Sweden? And what does that mean? You're denying them a skill, you're denying them a tool, and what does that mean for their future? I was thinking about how that connects to deaf culture in America today, and how many people are very anxious about using abuse to describe communication barriers or privileges denied for deaf people. And there are many examples that we see every day, and people, don't want to use that word. I was at a meeting with deaf and hearing professionals all together, and one example that we found was in a classroom setting where you have a deaf student and a teacher relationship, but the teacher's language skills are highly inept. And the deaf person clearly is struggling to understand the teacher, losing a lot of information. What does that mean for their relationship? What does that mean for the future of this deaf individual as a student? If he just continues to deal with the language problems and doesn't, he can't learn that way. And he'll just kind of go through and get by, and people are anxious to use abuse for this scenario. Another situation I was thinking about was a family that, is pretty well off and has the means for deaf accessible technologies and does not buy them for their child. And, how do you encourage a deaf person to be independent? How do you encourage anyone to be independent if you don't provide them with the necessary technologies, such as internet, for example? So I was thinking about the connections between that, and it's interesting to me that Europe will use this word abuse, and here in America, people don't want to use it and maybe that's what it is.